Evaluating determinants by row reductions. First property is if any matrix has a row of zeros or a column of zeros, then the determinant of that matrix will be equal to 0. The second property is if determinant of A will be equal to determinant of A transpose. Third is if any row is multiplied by any scalar, then its value will be equal to k times the determinant of the given matrix. If determinant of A is suppose 3, and if we multiply first row of the determinant by any number, then its value will be equal to the number multiplied by the determinant of the matrix. We will solve it and then you can understand it. And the fourth property is if we interchange two rows or interchange two columns, then the determinant will be equal to negative of the determinant of A. And the fifth property is if any row or column is scalar multiple of any other row, then its determinant will be equal to 0. Here we have to verify that determinant of A will be equal to determinant of A transpose. A is given. I have computed A transpose by converting rows into columns and then evaluated the determinant of A, and that is simple expansion that we have practiced in the previous lecture, and the determinant of A is equal to minus 5. Then the determinant of A transpose is again equal to minus 5, hence verified that determinant of A is equal to determinant of A transpose. Here we have to evaluate determinants by inspection. You might have remembered that if we have to evaluate directly the determinant of diagonal matrix or determinant of triangular matrix, that is simply the product of the entries in the leading diagonal. And if in the leading diagonal of diagonal matrix or triangular matrix there is a 0, then its determinant will be equal to 0. Suppose this is the triangular matrix and in place of 5 we have 0. Then here comes 0 in a leading diagonal, so its determinant will be equal to 0. Now we have to find these determinants by inspection. As this is upper triangular matrix, and determinant of upper triangular matrix is simply the product of entries in the leading diagonal, so its determinant is product of 3, 5 and minus 2, and that is equal to minus 30. This is not a triangular or diagonal matrix, so its determinant by inspection will be according to the properties that I have explained in the start of this lecture. And if you have noticed that in part C, row 1 and row 3 are identical. Row 1 is minus 213, row 3 is also minus 213. So if two rows or columns are identical, then their determinant is equal to 0. So its determinant is directly equal to 0. Now in part D, if you have noticed that the row 2 is scalar multiple of row 1. If we multiply row 1 by 2, we get row 2. So according to the property 5, the determinant is equal to 0 if two rows or columns are proportional. Evaluate the determinant by reducing the matrix to row echelon form. We know that we have reduced the matrices into row echelon form in exercise 1.2 and also in 1.5. Here we have to evaluate the determinant, and remember there is only a slight difference in evaluating the determinant, and that is that determinant is a number. So when we move to the next steps, these in matrices we use sign of equivalence, but here all these numbers are equal to the next number, so we use sign of equality. And secondly, while making the pivot element equal to 1, in that case we multiply the row by the multiplicative inverse. Suppose we have to make this 3 equals to 1. In that case our row operation was 1 by 3 of row 1. But in case of determinants, whenever we have to make the pivot element equal to 1, we take that number common from that particular row. Here I have to make this 3 equal to 1 How I have made this 3 equal to 1? By taking 3 common from row 1. So this becomes 1, 2 and minus 3. The remaining rows are the same. Now our target is to make this minus 2 equal to 0, and that is done by our familiar row operations. I have applied this row operation and have got 0 here. Now our purpose is to get second element of the second row, that equals to the pivot element 1. As here is a 0, so I have applied this row operation, and by property of determinant, when we interchange the rows, we get this minus. So I have applied this minus here because I have interchanged the rows. Now the goal is to make this 5 equals to 1. And how this 5 will be made equal to 1? Not by this row operation, because we are not doing matrices. How then we can make this equals to 5? Yes, by taking 5 common from row 2. We have taken 5 common from row 2, and this becomes minus 1 over 5. And now the next step is to make this minus 2 equals to 1. As we are reducing it into echelon form, there is no need to make this 2 equals to 0. Now we make this minus 2 equals to 1, and how we will make it minus 1? By taking minus 2 common from this row 3. I have taken minus 2 common, and now after taking common, now this matrix has been reduced to the rectangular matrix, triangular matrix, that is upper triangular matrix. Now the determinant of upper triangular matrix is simply the product of the entries in a leading diagonal. Its leading diagonal contains 1, so this is the product of these leading diagonal entries, and this 30 is from the product of these two terms, so the determinant of this will be equal to 30.